happy humans and happy heckin' holidays! I hope that December finds you well, and that even though this holiday may be very different than what you are used to, you find some way of celebrating, even in the smallest of ways. Bake some cookies, call up an old friend, or even watch one of your favorite Christmas movies. Personally, I have a slew of Christmas movies and specials that I rotate through every year. In fact, I would like to share one of my favorites with you today. Mr. Willoughby's Christmas Tree was a Muppet Christmas TV special that originally aired on CBS in 1995. It starred Leslie Nielsen, Kermit the Frog, Stockard Channing, and a very young, possibly coked up Robert Downey Jr. In 1995, my parents decided to record a bunch of Christmas specials that were airing that year on their handy-dandy VCR. Since then, we would watch that tape every year at Christmas until it inevitably kicked the bucket. One of the last things on that tape was Mr. Willoughby's Christmas Tree. Based on a children's book from the 1960s, the plot of this special revolves around a family of mice who live in the crevices of eccentric millionaire Mr. Willoughby's mansion. Papa Mouse decides to take his children out to find a Christmas tree in an effort to teach them how to discern the perfect one.
Aw, how do you know which is the perfect tree?
There! That's the one! Over there!
Oh, Ned, you're such a baby. That tree is far too small.
What?
It's that one.
Yeah, right. Like we're gonna cut a humongous tree like that one. Right, Pa? Pa?
There! That's the one! Behold, my children! The perfect tree!
As the mice choose the quintessential tree, it seems as though they aren't the only ones with impeccable taste, as a group of sweaty, large, plaid-sporting lumberjacks have also decided that this is the tree for them, chopping it down to take to Mr. Willoughby, their employer, mice and all. It is from this point that we begin to see a pattern forming with this story. Everyone who finds this magical tree finds it to be just ever so slightly too tall, and must trim the top of the tree and pass it along to someone else. From the eccentric and enthusiastic Mr. Willoughby, the tree then moves on to Miss Adelaide. His maid? His resident? His mistress? I don't know, I'm not sure.
Yes, poor Miss Adelaide, Mr. Willoughby's lonely upstairs maid. Willoughby's lonely upstairs maid.
Lonely upstairs maid.
Well, shit. Then it passes along to a family of bears who really ought to be hibernating, honestly. And then to a parliament of owls, yes, I can use Google, who would salivate if they realized 3 mice were hidden at the top of their Christmas tree. If they could salivate. Can birds salivate? Hey Google, can birds salivate?
On the website knoxwood.org, they say, birds do not salivate in the same way as a mammal. It is not normal for any kind of fluid to be running from a bird's beak. They will need attention from a vet ASAP.
Finally, after all of this running around, the tree is the perfect size for a family of mice, making Papa Mouse's task a lot simpler. Honestly, I don't know how in the world he planned to chop down a tree in the first place with such a tiny axe. It'd be like cutting a steak with a butter knife. The movie closes on Mr. Willoughby's fancy Christmas party as the family of mice arrive home with their tree. As the credits roll, the children recount their adventure to their no doubt horrified mother, who will definitely be having a word with their father after they go to bed. The moral of this story is to celebrate others' differences and respect that everyone has their own unique traditions and ways to celebrate a holiday. And that is what makes the holidays so special. There's also a message of peace. Those poor mice spend their entire evening inches away from several predators. They are given 2 very close calls with a very tall and very stoic Leslie Nielsen. However, both times they are spared because of the nature of the season.
Yes, tis Christmas, for the greatest to the smallest.
Yeah?
Away you go, little mouse.
Thank you.
Hurry home for Christmas.
Hurry, children, hurry!
If you asked me what my favorite thing about Mr. Willoughby's Christmas tree is, I would probably say this message of love, peace, and acceptance. That's what I would say, anyway. I'm really here for Robert Downey Jr., prancing around in a nightgown and talking like an American Russell Brand.
What will we do?
What's up?
I see. You would carve a hole in the roof, huh? Oh, what a categorical impartation of absolute smartitude.
Yeah. No, sir.
No. You would rather drill a pit in the parquet. Ah, that would certainly display a plenitudinal abundance of cleverosity. Oh, that's quite good.
Oh, sir.
Oh, my. I think I see. Cut off the top of the Christmas tree. Why, Baxter, it smacks of ingeniosity.
All right, I'm gonna level with you. This special is pretty cheesy, even for a Christmas show. It's definitely intended for a younger audience, but the nostalgia I have for it means that I will always love it. And I hope that if you watch it, you'll enjoy it too. If you are interested in watching it, I actually found it on YouTube. I'll put a link in the description for those of you who want to check it out. That's it for me today. I would love to know your go-to holiday special if you have one. Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. I'm coming up to my 5th year on YouTube, and I am so incredibly grateful that you have decided to support my channel. I love making content on here, and I hope I have brought some happiness or joy into your life, because you've definitely brought some into mine. To anyone who has subscribed to my channel, liked any of my videos, left comments, or even just made it to the end of this one, thank you very much. I hope that 2021 brings you happiness, hope, and inspiration. See you then. Okay, I love you. Bye-bye.